once you actually understand how your brain works, you start to see that some of the things you were told about being able to focus, well, they're not true anymore. All the old bad habits that you've currently got, well, they're pretty easy to fix when you understand how your brain works. You can start doing the positive habits that will help you get into focus. And it's so hard right now to stay focused and learn the skill of focus because of so many distractions. You've got your phone that's constantly in your hand, turned on with notifications ringing all day, trying to distract you. So it's so hard to get into focused work right now. But if you can learn the most valuable skill in today's day and age. Imagine if you're able to sit down and do all the work you know you need to do. Every single day you turned up and you did the work. You didn't avoid it, you just did it. Imagine what your life would look like 12 months from now if you did it every single day. It would be a completely different story. So you know it's an extremely important skill. And because no one can focus right now, the supply of people that can do deep work is low. Everyone's attention span is ruined, but it's in demand. So a skill with low supply but high demand makes it extremely valuable. So just by understanding how your brain works, you can learn this one most valuable skill that's so important in today's day and age. And if you want my help to learn this skill, you can scroll down to the description and click the first link right now. Now we're going to go over the myths that are ruining your focus. We're going to go exactly why you can't focus. And the first thing is that you think multitasking improves your productivity. Well, obviously it doesn't. If you're trying to do more than one thing at a time, it divides your attention. It's like if you had one of those magnifying glasses and you point them at the sticks with the sun, it's going to take a while for that stick to start burning, but eventually it is because you're going to focus on that one thing. Whereas if you didn't have it and you just have the sun, like the sun just pointing at the stick, you didn't have the magnifying glass, it wasn't focused, the attention and the energy, the stick would never go to catch on fire. So when you're prioritizing one thing, it's a lot easier for it to enhance the amount of energy focused on that one thing to get the end outcome what you want. So focus on one task at a time to boost your productivity, efficiency, and the quality of your work. The next myth is longer hours means better focus. Well, the reality is extended work hours leads to mental fatigue and decreased focus. They did a study on chess players and they found out that in a 6-hour chess match, a chess player burns 6,000 calories. To put that in perspective, the average person spends about 2,000 calories every single day. So a chess player was spending 3 times the amount of calories a normal person does just during the normal day. Because focusing takes an extreme amount of energy. And so if you work longer hours, that doesn't necessarily mean better focus because you're going to be using so much energy. So taking regular breaks allows your body to recharge its energy. Just like when an athlete plays a professional match, a soccer player might play for 90 minutes, but they have a half-time break where they relax, recharge, and get their energy back. If you played for 90 minutes straight, you would be completely gassed. So they've got to have the half-time break where they can reset and get their energy back. Same thing when you're doing deep focus work. Longer hours doesn't mean better focus. Have half-time breaks to recharge and relax and get your energy back. And the next myth is probably carbs gives me energy. Well, the reality is carbs provide a quick source of energy that can also lead to crashes in energy because it increases your energy quickly and then comes back down even quicker and leads to brain fog as well. And so what you want to be doing instead of eating carbs, and you're probably thinking, well, I need carbs, they give me energy. Well, keto is a much better source of energy. So what happens is carbs are sugar and we use sugar as a short-term energy, but keto or ketones come from our fat. So fat is long-term stored energy. It's backup storage. If we use ketones as the energy, it's a much more stable source of energy. We're not getting that quick increase and the quick crash. It's much more stable. And if you think about it, our body has about 5 grams of sugar in it in the blood. So that's about a teaspoon, whereas most people have about 10, 20 kilos of fat. So you've got, way, way, way more fat as energy than you do have as sugar. So that's why it's a much more stable source of energy. And also, if you are on this keto diet, you've got a more stable source of energy, which is ketones. And if you pair that with fasting, where you don't eat food in the morning before you do deep work, you're actually going to be more alert because if you think about it, a lion that hasn't eaten at all, they're going to be super switched on. They're going to be thinking and hearing every little detail where the next food's going to come from. If they see something in the bushes, they're going to be super alert. That's going to be my next meal. If they hear rustling behind them, they're going to think, is that my next meal? Whereas a lion that's just eaten a big meal, it's fat, it's full, it's probably sleepy, it's not thinking about its next meal, it's not alert. Same thing when we're doing deep work. We want to be in that alert state where we're focused. So be on a keto diet where you're not eating carbs and fast before you do your deep work. The next myth is probably willpower alone isn't enough. Well, relying solely on willpower can lead to burnout. If you think that I'm just going to push myself through, I'm going to keep pushing, well, eventually you're going to burn out. And what you want to be doing is you want to make deep work effortless. So you can do that by using systems and habits that allow the work to become easy. If you set specific goals and you know what you need to do to achieve those goals, and you've got a step-by-step plan or step-by-step checklist of the things you need to be doing, or systems, they're called, so step-by-step set of instructions, like those IKEA manuals, is a system to get a desired outcome. So don't rely on willpower alone. Try and implement habits and systems into your daily routine to make deep work effortless. Next myth is background noise doesn't matter. Well, noise can be a significant distraction, especially when you hear that ping noise from your phone. You probably know that, oh, I've got a notification, I'm going to look at my phone. It's a distraction. So noises distract you. So try and get rid of as many noises as you can. So use noise cancelling headphones, work in a quiet environment, shut your door, make sure your room is completely quiet so you can eliminate as many distractions as you can. I used to have my earphones in, my AirPods on when I was doing work, and what would happen is I would get a notification and it'll pop up and Siri would read the notification out to me. And it was ruining my focus, so I stopped listening to AirPods. I turned off notifications and I just did the work. Get rid of as much distractions as you possibly can. And you're probably thinking, well, technology can enhance my focus. Well, constant notifications and digital interruptions break your concentration. If you're getting the notification popping up on your screen, you're going to look at it and you're probably going to distract yourself from the work. Make sure there's as little distractions as possible when you're doing the work. So turn off the notifications using apps or extensions on your Chrome browser to eliminate as many distractions as you can. Because technology is super powerful in good ways and bad ways. It can increase the amount of distractions you've got, but it can also make sure you can get way more work done. So try and allow technology to enhance your work, not increase your distractions. And the last myth is that focus is a fixed trait. People tend to think, well, I'm focused or I'm not focused. Well, focus, it's not whether you have focused or you don't. It's how focused are you. So we want to increase how focused we are. It's a skill that we can learn and develop and improve over time. If we improve by 1% every single day, every year, that we'll end up 37 times better. So if you practice it regularly, it'll increase your focus and strengthen your ability to do the skill. A professional tennis player, they train every single day to get better at tennis. Even the best players in the world practice every single day, and they don't do it because, or now I'm the best player in the world, I've got to stop practicing. And I don't think like that. They think of, this is a skill, I've got to keep practicing to get even better and better and better. Same thing with focus. It's a skill we can learn, and we've got to keep practicing it to get better and better and better. So your action plan for this video: prioritize doing one task at a time. So when you sit down and you figure out, I'm going to do this deep work, what am I going to do? I'm going to do one task within this deep work, and I'm going to get it done by this time. Commit to just doing one task at a time. Then schedule your focus sessions. Don't think longer hours means better and more focus. Think, I'm going to get this done by this time. I've got 3 hours to do deep work. I'm going to do it for 3 hours, and I'm going to relax and rest. So make sure you allocate a set focus session to do your work. Then optimize your workspace. Don't rely on willpower alone. Set systems and structures and habits in place so you can make deep work effortless. So dedicate your environment to a productive space. So make your environment a productive space. Allow it to become a lot easier. Now build supportive habits. Just like I mentioned, create routines and systems that support you getting into deep work. If you create like a deep work checklist, things you got to do to get into deep work, turn off all your notifications, and have a specific goal of what you're going to get done in that deep work session. And then practice this regularly. Develop your focus muscle. Practice deep work every single day and gradually get better and better and better each day. If you keep practicing the skill, you'll get a lot better every single day. So if you want my help to make deep work a daily habit, you can get my help by scrolling down and clicking the first link in the description. What we'll do is we'll create a customized game plan for you. We'll figure out what's working, what's not working. And we'll try and figure out how can we make 3 hours of deep work a daily habit for you. Because right now, everyone's attention span is completely ruined because everyone's addicted to social media and their phones. So no one can focus and they can't sit down and do the work. And the people that can are extremely valuable because there's a low supply of them but a high demand. And if you want my help to learn the most valuable skill in today's day and age, just go down to the description and click the first link right now.